Hello, everybody. This is Farida Bharmal here. I am a counselor, a graphologist, and life coach by profession. I'm waiting for you all to join in, and at the same time, I'm giving my introduction as well. So thank you everybody who's joining in. It's Friday with Farida, and I think we must have crossed around 7, 8 episodes now. At the same time, I just want you to know that I am uploading all of this on my account in the YouTube. All of these lives are saved there as well. So if you want to go ahead and look at them, you can look at them at that point of time. Hi, everybody. Hi for joining in. Hi, Jamila, Googleistic mom. I'm so happy to see you here. Hello, everybody. All right, today's session, which I really wanted to have this, and I was waiting for people, who is that person who I want to, have this talk with, and I got her, yeah. I mean, when I did my counseling, guys, emotions is one topic which our mentor focused so much on. And when she did that, at that point of time, we said, Array, how is it? How will we think about it? How do we identify it? Hello, everybody who's joining in. So, that was one beautiful topic. And that's why I said, you need a proper coach to go ahead and talk about. And I got the exact person for you. She is Isha Bhardwaj, and I will be inviting her in without any further, delay, so that we can go ahead. And at the same time, this live is going to be saved because I save all of these lives. They are immensely valuable. And trust me, the person I have, the expert I have today, is equally awesome. Hi, Isha.
Hi, thank you so much for having me and inviting me in here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Farida.
Thank you so much, Isha, for coming in, for allowing, for giving us your time. Really, I'm telling you, anybody and everybody, I have been sending messages in my tribe like anything, and anybody who's going to come is definitely going to be benefited. I'll just read this. Hello, Farida Bain. I'm going right away to check your YouTube channel. Hey, Jamila, be here and check out Isha. You're going to love her as well. Okay. For everybody who's joining in, thank you so much for joining in. Now, Isha, I know that you are an emotional wellness coach. I know I have studied your account completely. Guys, I would love for you to follow Isha's account. Isha, can you, give us the name of your page?
Yes, it's Isha Bhardwaj underscore Uvolve. So it's ESHABHARDWAJ underscore UVOLVE.
Okay. So guys, I have mentioned her Instagram handle on my page and it's going to be available again. So go ahead and follow her page. It's beautiful. You got to check it out. All right. Apart from that, Isha,
Thank you.
I'm sure our audience wants to know who you are. So please go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, so hi everybody. Thank you so much for joining in here today. I'm Isha Bhardwaj. I am a life and emotional wellness coach. And I have, at the age of 32, realized that, while I was struggling to, find the passion of my life and to do what exactly I'm meant to do, I realized during that journey that there is something which is the most important and the most crucial part of our life, and yet highly ignored and absolutely kept like some old decoration on like the attic in our houses. It's called emotions. I mean, every time, and I'm sure, you all would understand this. This is something that we were, um, how we were taught, okay, if at all you're being emotional about anything, stop being so emotional, stop being so emotional. And didn't you know one thing, and nobody told us that more we stopped being emotional, more our life started screwing up. Sorry for my language, but I think this is the best way I can, describe it. So I realized, if at all person's emotions are sorted and he knows how to understand them, how to navigate through them, I think his life is sorted. And when I came across that, I realized that this is exactly what I want to do. I wanted to be a life coach, but this is exactly what I wanted to do. Because I wanted people to understand, the next generation to understand the importance of, emotions, and the power of emotions, like how we can steer ourselves into the life we want, not others think that we should be living, but the one we want, just by realizing the power we had inside our hearts. So this is what I really want. So this is what I do. So as a life and emotional wellness coach, my job is to make sure that you are someone, if you have joined me, that you would understand. I'll help you not only understand your emotions well, accept your emotions well, navigate your emotions well, and also
Wow.
distinguish your emotions well. And once you're able to do that, there onwards, the clarity, the magnitude of clarity you get after that in your life is spectacular. And trust me,
It's magic.
once you have, tasted that power of clarity in mind and clarity in emotions, there is no going back. It's like never.
Wow. Wow. And while you were giving this explanation, you should have seen the hearts which were coming, da, 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 all the hearts which were coming. And she said it so well. The power of emotions, you understand it, you're not going to be the same person ever. Now, because as you said, that this is one particular topic which is like hidden in the shelf. It's like it's there, but people don't want to acknowledge it or see it. So I would love for you to let us know what emotional wellness is and why is it important. Why do you feel it's important? So this is something which a very, very basic explanation, Isha, but yet I want you to, go into that zone
Oh
also,
no.
that very basic zone.
Farida, trust me, I know how important explanation of this basic is. Okay, before I answer what it is, I want every person who's in here to put a heart up there in case if you've ever heard the word anxiety. Put a heart out there if you've ever heard the word depression. Put a heart out there if you've ever felt you were somebody, you are stressed, you're in pain, and you feel neglected. Put a heart out there if you believe that you felt unacknowledged. uh Hi. Put a put a heart out there if you believe that uh, nobody understands you, or you have been misunderstood on a repetitive fashion. And trust me, why it is, I'll tell you today. It's all because the moment when we are feeling something, our emotional conditioning, मैं हिंदी में कहूँ तो हमारे संस्कार इस तरीके के हैं कि हमें अपने इमोशंस को ध्यान देने के लिए कभी उकसाया ही नहीं जाता. वी आर इंस्टेड टॉट कि बेटा नहीं 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 नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, अभी सेंटी होने की जरूरत नहीं, काम पे फोकस करो. Little do you know that every reaction that happens in your body is something which is your brain trying to tell you that this is the result of what is I'm seeing. And if you do not acknowledge it, that pain will be stored inside you somewhere or the other. And because, ask any kid nowadays, ask any elder nowadays. Everyone is suffering from sugar, diabetes, hypertension, BP, anxiety, depression. And I can't even begin to, mention the issues that are all happening because of people not acknowledging and focusing their emotions, or above all, treating their emotions well. We've been taught to deal others well, be good to others, but we were never taught to be good to ourselves. And this is what emotional wellness is. The whole idea of you understanding, I even answered this almost in my first, introduction. It's about you acknowledging what you're feeling, you realizing why is it that you're feeling the way you're feeling, and then you understanding that, okay, now that I felt this way, like, what can I do about it? How can I go about it? How is it that it is the situation which I am in? Is it good for me or bad? Your assessment will become much stronger. And the moment that happens, it becomes so easier. Things like confusion, like, issues like, I don't know what to do, what not to do, and like, all those, like, guilt, resentments, all these things kind of take a back seat the moment you start giving attention to what is it that you're feeling. And okay, uh, Sarah Mustaf, I believe the topic today is emotional wellness. So, yeah, thank you, Farida. So, it's that, this is what it is. So, emotional wellness basically means, in a nutshell, you being able to process, understand, and navigate through your emotions so that you can decide and take better routes in your life without feeling any backlog emotion with that. If you are having emotional wellness, your health will be good, your surroundings will be good, your ability to communicate with people will be good. Whether you're introvert, whether you're extrovert, doesn't matter. Your ability to connect with the universe will become good because you will be able to connect with yourself better.
Wow.
You know how we say that if you want to look for the God, look inside? This is exactly what it means. The God tells you from inside who is it that you are, what is it that you are, and what is it that you're supposed to be. Listen to who you are. Once you're able to do that, you are on your way of, emotional wellness. That's what all it is.
That's so beautifully explained, Pooja. I'm sorry, Isha.
Isha.
That's so
But I love that.
beautifully explained. No, it was amazing. It was so powerful. Guys, if you're watching now, I want you to go back and, re see whatever is there. I'm going to save the live, inshallah. At that point of time, go ahead and look at it. At the same time, for explaining it with such simplicity, Isha. Wonderful, simply wonderful. Everybody who has been here, please leave a heart out here for Isha. She's done a fantastic, fantabulous job. Now, Isha,
Thank you
my
so much.
next question to you is, what are the mistakes that we are making day by day on ourselves, not able to acknowledge it, not able to move forward? What are those mistakes? Can you, because see, when we are talking about emotions, as you said, it's a very wide topic. And we do
Exactly.
understand it. It's not that we don't understand emotions. But then what is it? Can you specify it for us, please?
Absolutely. In the most decent terms, I can say it is people having extreme external focus and detrimentally low internal focus. Now, when I say that, what do I mean? We are more focused about how we are perceived, what others are thinking about us, how this would look to others. What if I do this? What will happen to them when I do this? We are least bothered, or probably we think the least about on regular basis, how is it is going to be good for me? How is it that if I do this, how would it make me feel? We are on regular basis, I'll say, it's not even the mistake, it's the biggest crime, I personally believe. We are committing this crime on regular basis for ignoring what is it that we want, what is it that we like, what is it that we need right now. We, again, I'll use that word, and I love it because when I was growing up, I used to hear a lot from my elders, संस्कार ऐसे, तरबियत ऐसी, इसकी तो सब वो इस तरह से है, इसका तो हिसाब इस तरीके से, इसको तो the fact is the people don't understand. आपकी तरबियत, आपके संस्कार, it's nothing. It is what a child is seeing every day in and out. So if he has seen their mother and father suppressing what they're feeling, but being nice to others, irrespective whatever they were feeling inside, and he can sense. A child is very innocent. A child can sense when things are going wrong and when things are going right. But the child is witnessing this thing over and over. That my parents have always given importance to others more than themselves. Mother is hurt, she's not well, but she's still cooking in the kitchen. Father does not have money, but giving all better shaguns to the family. When the child sees all these things, he kind of learns, or she kind of learns this behavior. It's a picked up behavior of ignoring yourself and focusing on others. And then, and I'm sure 90% people who are over here would have witnesses in their house. बेटा ये मत करो, बाहर चार लोग देखेंगे तो क्या कहेंगे?
अरे यार,
ऐसे मत करो, ये रिश्तेदारों में हमारी क्या रह जाएगी? बच्चे बदनामी हो जाएगी, आप ऐसी बातें क्यों कर रहे हो? For God's sake, who doesn't even know what you are doing inside your house? And who has that much of time to call you up and say, आज आपके बच्चे ने सुबह से लेकर शाम तक कितना खेला, कितनी पढ़ाई करी? Nobody has that time, but the pressure is immense. So, this is a mistake that we are teaching our children. This is a mistake that the kids are picking up. And, when I see this younger generation being so focused on themselves and telling very openly, I do not like this, I hate this, I like this, I want this, I do not want this, it fills my heart with contentment so much, Farida, I can't even tell you. Whereas the elders find it very disturbing. They find it mukhalafat. ये तो हमारे मतलब हमारे against जा रहा है बच्चा, हमारी बात नहीं मान रहा, disobedience. It's not disobedience. And if the parents think it a little deeper, they actually find it quite, they're jealous of that fact because they wanted to do the same when they were kids, but they did not have the audacity to do that. Or even forget audacity, they even did not think it was an option to do at all. Yeah, I'm sure, Farida, you would remember we did not have the luxury to come up to our parents and say, you're wrong. Can you imagine me coming to our parents and saying, Papa,
can
ye
you
aap
say
galat
something
bol
like
rahe
that?
ho? Exactly. The moment you say first, you are hit like so bad, there is no tomorrow, and then you're out of the house. So, these are the things, which
You're
are
out of the house.
absolutely
You're basically like, we have not taught you something like this. Something, it's always on
exactly,
those
exactly.
lines.
I'm not even going to start with the emotional blackmail that is like, coming along. We can't believe you did this all to us. You said like something like this to us, that too in front of that person. What would that person would be thinking? And this is where we go wrong. See, I personally believe that our elders did the best in their capacity to raise how they wanted to
I
raise us.
agree. I so
Because
agree.
that was the best understanding they had.
Exactly.
Had they known
In
a
fact,
little better, they
Isha,
would
at
have been
that
better.
point, exactly, they did not know at that point what to do, isn't it? Nobody really told them at that point of time
Absolutely.
that there is something known as emotions there.
Exactly. And Farida, you have to see this, today with the rise of technology, rise of internet, rise of connectivity, the knowledge, the ability to reach out people is so amazing. I mean, I love how my 5-year-old speaks fluently 3 languages. And I swear to God, I never even had to tell her, speak in Hindi, speak in English, speak in Korean. No, nothing. She just knows it. And this is all because of the exposure and the ability to choose what to do, what not to do. And we learned it with the time, and so did our parents. So there is nobody to blame. I'll not say that we have to blame whatever happened in the past. No, because it's very twisted, but this is a fact, Farida, that everything in this life happens for a reason. Nothing is
Hmm.
coincidental. Every single thing which you believe you might be ignoring, even this much, actually has a major role to play in your life. And it is, it determines what is it that you're going to become. It plays major role in making you the person you are destined to become. So whatever your past is, that's okay. But currently, the only thing I want people to stop doing is be a little less self-critical. Please stop doing that. Love yourself a little more. Give yourself a little more credit. You were able to wake up in the morning by the grace of God. You were able to have breaths without even being feeling pain in any part of your body. You were able to eat food, enjoy it, and even, take out, make out of it. You were like lucky enough to have things around you, people around you who asked you or even fought with you. Let's just say that. You're lucky enough to have such a beautiful day, such a beautiful life, and still not giving it the credit it is supposed to have.
I
That's
so
the
agree.
biggest mistake you're making. So please be more acknowledging towards what you're feeling. Be a little more self-loving. Give yourself a lot more credit than you do. I mean, that's like really important. And clearly, take a little more rest sometime or the other. It's very important.
That's so beautifully said. In fact, I'm going to summarize it up, For I would say that selfish, it's not being selfish when you're giving, uh, you know, when you're looking after your own emotions, it's something like selfish, right? And at the
Exactly,
same
exactly.
time, वो चार लोग क्या कहेंगे जिसके बलबूते पे आप अपनी पूरी जिंदगी निकालना चाहते हो, उन चार लोगों को
Three
कब तक ढूंढते
decades,
रहोगे आप?
Farida, 3 decades, 3 decades. I have lost my 3 decades to it. So now I
Three
have become
decades.
so passionate about it. Exactly. I have now become so passionate about it that, I keep telling my younger people around, they're like, take your time, relax. It's okay. If you're not good at this, try something else. It's okay. And, like just you said, it's not being selfish. You cannot use a machinery which is not running well, right? The same way, if at all there is nothing in the cup, how am I supposed to go to serve you? I have to fill the cup with the
So
tea
deep.
first, the coffee with first, some serve you. So in order to give others, I need to be brimming with it. There is something very beautiful Pooja said, you remember? That until unless you are not brimming with love, you cannot give love to others. The moment you start loving others before brimming yourself up, or without being self-content and self-loved, you will land up resenting and feeling guilty or being upset and actually spiraling down in some sort of vicious circle of I do everything for the world but nobody everybody takes me for granted. So no, please,
So
it's
true.
very important for you to first take care of yourself, earn money for yourself so that you can give others, have love for yourself so you can share it with others, care for yourself so you can care for others. It's simple as that.
I
So
think I
yes,
always said that, you need to have your cup full so that you can pour it into somebody else. ये पहले भरो, ये पहले
exactly,
भरो.
exactly. Yeah, I'm so sorry I have to say this, and there's no better way of saying this. भिखारी charity नहीं कर सकते. Simple as that. If
Okay?
you're a beggar, you cannot be charitable. You may have a big heart to do charity. Okay, today I've somehow got 10 rupees, I'll give 2 rupees to someone else. That is your heart. But is that right thing to do? No, because you are going to cost your own life. So that is why you need to be rich in order to give to others. Be it in
Go ahead
love, be it
and
in
be rich
care.
people. Say yes to money.
Yeah, seriously, please. Yes to money, yes to love, yes to self-care, yes to better emotions, yes to good people around you, yes to abundance around you. Say yes
Look
to
at the
that.
hearts.
I
Look at the hearts which
know.
are coming for
Everybody
you,
loves
Isha.
money, man. No, it's actually for
Again,
both
I'm
of us.
going to
Let's
say,
just say that.
guys, everybody who's joined it very, very quickly, love yourself. Selfish is not selfish. Your growth is your responsibility. Whatever has happened. It's acceptable. Our parents did whatever best they could. And apart from
Absolutely.
that, after that, our growth is our own responsibility. चार लोग क्या कहेंगे? I think अब हम उन चार लोगों को रहने
That,
देते हैं and let's move
yeah,
forward with that. And if you have just joined in, go ahead, look at a lot of explanations because Isha has, the way she has explained emotional wellness, you're going to love it. At the same time, I'm going to leave her handle on my page. I want you to follow it. All right. Isha, I'm going to move to the next question as well.
Please do.
How do I learn to manage my emotions in my day to day life or in my work life? How am I supposed to manage it? I have so many emotions. I have anger, I have frustration, I have, at one point I feel gratitude, but suddenly somebody says anything, I feel irritated. So I have, a plethora of emotions which are coming at me the whole day. And how am I supposed to manage that? So please do tell us on that.
There is something I tell to the people I, coach, and it's called FAWA. I call it FAWA, FAWA. So what it means is
FAWA.
that yes, it's a feel the feeling that you're feeling. Do not fight the feeling. It's very important. Please, everybody who's in this live, I want you to make a note of this. Every time when you're feeling something, do not ignore it, do not nudge it, do not slide it under the carpet. Feel it. Once you have acknowledged that, yes, okay, I'm hurt, okay, I'm upset, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm something, ask yourself, why is it, then I said acknowledge the feeling, the A stands for acknowledgement of the name of the feeling, you know and those who, like, I'm sure most of the people only know 7 8 words for emotions, not more than that. So you can also google this thing. This is called emotional wheel. You'll find a lot of names of other emotions in life. Okay, try, reading it, and you'll get better words for what is it exactly what you're feeling. So it's just not happy. It's like, what sort of happy? I'm feeling jumpy happy, I'm excited. Or you're like, I'm sad.
Excited.
I'm sad. I'm like, sad, but I'm depressed. Man, what sort of depressed? I'm like, gloomy. I'm gloomy. I'm sincerely gloomy. So the moment you know the right word, your brain starts understanding what is it that you need to do now. So FA is feel the emotion, A is acknowledge the emotion, W say, why is it that I'm feeling this? You need to ask yourself, okay? In the beginning, it sounds like too much of a big job, you know. Ask yourself, why is it that you're feeling this? So what made you trigger this? So, okay, so then you realize, okay, I'm feeling happy because of the news I just got. I'm really happy for something, okay? Okay, I'm feeling gloomy because nothing is going my way. I just like don't like what's going with my life. So, the moment you start realizing what is it triggering, then you ask yourself, how can I not feel this? And what is it that I want to feel now? That is ask. The last A is ask. Look at you, really, it's like something I want everybody to be able to learn this. Okay, in the beginning it may look like too much of a hard work. Oh my god, who's gonna do this? कौन पहले feel करे, पूछे, फिर उसके बाद पूछे क्यों हुआ, किस लिए हुआ? No. The reason why FAWA is important is because more, in the beginning it might take like hardly a minute or two, but more you'll do it, it'll become a part of your brain. And more you'll do it, you will start knowing yourself better. And trust me, Farida, once you know yourself better, you become so strong as a person, as a character, as someone with very strong, emotional boundaries, somebody with such clarity in decisions. It's magical. So that's the
I
best
agree.
way. Do not, ignore your emotions. Acknowledge, feel your emotions. Ask yourself, why is it that you're feeling this? And then ask yourself, what is it that I can do now? And what is it that I'm supposed to do? Okay? Because it's very important to keep yourself asking this thing. More you ask yourself, better you know yourself. Better you know yourself, stronger, invincible person you are. All those motivational people you hear about, knowingly, unknowingly, this is exactly what they've been doing in their life.
Look at the hearts which just went above with whatever you were
I
saying.
know.
FAWA, guys, FAWA, feeling, F, W for Y,
Ask.
F,
No,
no,
no, no,
WAA
it's
for
feel,
acknowledge.
feel the feeling. A for acknowledge. W for ask why. Why is it then?
Right.
And then A is it what's the action you're going to take after this? Okay, so
Very
this is something I've
powerful.
created
Very
myself.
powerful.
This is something I've created
Very,
myself, and I
very.
really love this. And it's like feel,
It's beautiful.
acknowledge, ask why, and then it is action. The action that you're going to take after this. And if you're able to do this, trust me, your life will be so sorted. And for
I
any
think this is
further
a
help,
very beautiful exercise. I think it's a very
exactly.
beautiful exercise. And for everybody out there, whoever is feeling, how are we going to do it? Just go Google emotional wheel. You'll get that entire wheel. And trust me, this is a beautiful exercise to have. You know, Isha, when I was doing my counseling here in Bangalore, um,
Yeah.
our mentor was there, Nalini. Okay, she is
Ah,
Nalini must be 78 right now, and I'm hoping I see her become 100. Okay, so
beautiful.
1 full year for the course which we did, she just taught us how to, you know, understand the kind of feeling which is, passing through the other person. I think that is
Beautiful.
so amazing.
Beautiful.
It's amazing. I
Beautiful.
think even till then, when we had the emotional wheel in the hand and we went through exercises, pay exercise, I was like, why do I need to understand that? But today I am like, oh my God, had she not done that exercise, I don't think I would have been able to understand how
Seriously.
powerful, immensely powerful it can be. Guys, can you, after Isha's explanation, can you understand how amazingly powerful this entire exercise of emotional wellness can be and why you need it? I would love for you to, again, I'm going on again. Just go ahead and find her handle on my page. I would love for you to go and follow her page. I would, if you have questions which are coming up, this is a very good time to ask about them. And at the same time, because we are, coming
Please do.
towards almost the end of the session, however, if you have questions, go ahead, let us know what they are, and I'm sure Isha will be the best person to answer them for you. You have been seeing how she has been, she is like a bhandar over here. She knows her topic so amazingly well. So go ahead, and I'm sure, if you ask her at a later on stage also, she's going to
You
help you
know,
out.
there is something I would like to add, Farida. People may not find the motivation to take care of their emotions so easily, but there is something I'm sure they will find motivation with. That is, I'm sure there's not even a single person in this room who has never had one troubled relationship. It could be starting from their
Mm,
parents, it could be starting with their friends, it could be starting with their partners, it could be starting with school, with the people around, with anything. If you have ever had a troubled relationship with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, even pets, or the lizard in your room, which is just there rent free, okay? The fact is, if at all it has troubled you, it means that you really need to focus on your emotions and need to learn how to process them. This is such an important topic. I wish it was taught to us when we were in schools. And Farida, now
I
that I
agree.
have understood its power, because there was a time in my life I was so busy blaming for whatever went wrong in my life on my parents. Okay, because I had an arranged marriage and it did not work out well. So I kept blaming my parents a lot, over and over. I kept thinking, you did not see it, you did not see it, you did not see it. And then there was this one fine day that, even though they kept saying it a lot of time, but that day it hit me. That even you also did not do anything about it, Baba. I was like, how was I supposed to say anything to it? You were the one who chose the person for me. Of course, I had to go with whatever you were saying. Kiran, then again, if you did not have to marry, you could have simply walked out of the marriage. Then we would have seen how to do it. At least you wouldn't have gone through all that. That was a
Mm,
moment while sometimes we have those moments while the conversation is going something else, but something else is clicking in your mind, right? It was one of those moments. It was like suddenly I
mm,
was beyond my mind, beyond my conversation, beyond everything. I just realized, Isha, you know, everything that happened, it just happened because I did not have the courage to accept what I was feeling at the time I was feeling.
mm,
B,
mm,
I did not take out the courage to come up and tell people that this is what I'm feeling. Obviously, because when I did not acknowledge and I was suppressing myself, and I tell you, there were like a million red flags before that marriage, okay? Like a million, not one, not two. There were millions. Every single day, we were just somehow finding courage to go on with this marriage. Okay, before marriage, I'm talking. But the fact that I did not take any action, so strong headed, gave me just two reasons. A, those people owed me a daughter, and I had to bring a daughter in my life. Okay, so they had to be in my life.
Okay. Okay.
Secondly, that I believe is that, had all these things not have happened, had I have been more conscious with my emotions, conscious with what I want, what I do not want, and I wouldn't have wasted my life, people pleasing, taking care of what others might be saying, how my parents will be thinking, how the society will be thinking, how the world will be thinking. If only I did not waste my time in all this bullshit. Because when I was troubled, when I was going through therapies, when I was going through counseling, trust me, Farida, none of those people turned up. Not because they did not love me, just because they could not do anything. It was my life, my responsibility. I was supposed to take care of it. Even if the society loved me, they could not have done even zilch for me. Because no matter how much I love you, Farida, your fight is your individual fight. And you are supposed to do it fight it, get out of it, sail through it in order to become the person you're destined to become. Max, I can do is I can give you my undying support that Farida, go ahead, I'm right here with you. I may not be able to feel what you're feeling. I may not be able to understand what you're feeling. I may not be able to fathom what you've gone through. But I'm right here. That's the max a person can do. That's the max a society can do. But the fight, the work, the understanding, the acknowledgement, the actions, everything is yours. Everything. So if at all you want better relationships in your life, if at all you want a better relationship with yourself, if you want better relationships and find the person, there is this thing called my D1, you know,
Mm-hmm.
how there's this entire glittery and sparkling around this word, my D1. So if you really want to find D1, you have to become D1 first.
Wow. Mm.
So once you become the one you, the one and only you, only then you will be
Mm.
able to find the one who matches your values, who does not complies with the checklist your friends made for you, your family made for you, your chacha, taya, fufa, masaji made for you. The only thing that matters is whether the person's value system is aligned with you or not. Gender no bar, age no bar, life no bar, no, of course. I'm not talking about minors here. Let me put a you. So we gotta be very careful with that. But the thing is, you will be able to find that person only when you know what your values are, you know who you are as a person. Or else what you'll do is you will be absolutely flowing with the flow of oh, the honeymoon phase. I'm in love with you. Yeah, baby, I'm also in love with you. Baby, did you have your food? Baby, khana khaya? Then the baby, the moment you get married, everything goes down the drain. Why? Because nobody told the babies to each other, na, that when I'm at home, this is how I walk. When I'm at home, my mother is like this. When I'm at home, this is what I eat. I never told you this thing. So this is what is wrong. So in order, and you know what? The reason why we so scared to be honest to others is because we are so worried. What is it that they're going to think about us?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
That's the reason we lie the most before, while we are dating people. We show the moon and everything to the people while we are dating. Oh, baby, I can bring everything for you. Baby, tell me, what do you want? रात के 2 बजे you're getting Domino's beneath your house and the guy is parceling through windows just because I have to show how much I love you. But the day you're married, listen, this is family, you have to adjust. And the girl feels absolutely, cheated. Before
Yeah.
marriage, you were so loving and so baby, baby, baby. Where is that papa gone? Seriously looking for that person who
Oh
has been
God.
loving so much. Like, yeah. I mean, where is that baby Shona? Where is that person gone? And
Hmm.
just to avoid all those catastrophes in life, to avoid all those, whether arranged, whether love, all those, what do I say? Uh, the just not worth it accidents, okay? like, just to avoid them, it's better that you're honest with yourself. You know yourself, and once you know, and you know your values well, and the moment when you know your values well, without any regret, without any shame, without any questioning, that is the moment you get confidence. And Farida, confidence is such an underrated, undersold stuff. It is that
It's
opium.
not talked
Once you
about,
have
but
it,
it's not talked about.
exactly, exactly. Oh my God, I couldn't have said it better. It's always talked about, but never talked about. It's exactly what it is. But it's that opium. Once it is inside your system, no going back. You're invincible. So
You
yeah, so
evolve,
that is
Isha. You evolve.
absolutely the reason why I named my company You Evolve. You evolve. Oh my God, no,
What a
this
beautiful
is such a
conversation. What a beautiful conversation.
thank you, Farida. I'm having so much fun, on this live. This topic is so close to my heart. My soul shines when I talk about it.
The
Seriously. I
passion
mean,
shows on your face, Isha. It shows. I mean, it's like you are completely shining right now. I mean, guys, if you understand what I mean, I want you to leave behind hearts or just leave a comment
oh my
behind whatever.
God, the heart. Thank you so much. Guys, trust me,
See, they
not only I'm
understand
just
what I mean.
passionate
Thank you
about
for
it,
that.
exactly. And not only it's just the passion that I have, it's also I know the importance of it. And Farida, we have done DTD together, okay? So we know that, if at all we are coaching people, every aspect of your life is important. And for me, emotions is that aspect. If you have that sorted, mind me, your life is sorted. Your
I
relationships
agree.
will be solid. Walaikum assalam. Your your everything will be sorted. Your life, your career, your everything will be sorted. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Isha,
Yeah,
I think we are loving the conversation with you. We have been having a talk on what is emotional wellness. To we went to what are the sort of mistakes we are making in our day-to-day lives, to how we would manage our emotions and the sort of heart you have got. You have already understood how amazingly well, people have understood this subject. And at the same
thank
time,
you.
because whatever has started is going to end again. So what is the last few words which you would like to leave our audience with, those who are watching right now and who would be watching
I
later as well?
I want you to please I want you to please repeat it once because my connection was unstable in between. Just say that once again, Farida, please.
I
You
would
want me
love
to?
for you to end. I would love for you to go ahead and leave us with a last sentence, last few lines of yours, so that people who are watching right now and will be watching later will get inspired.
Okay. So I'll just say one thing. If you want to become something, become you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Become absolutely you. The you, the potential you, the worthy you, the would be you. Become the person you want to become. Become the person you dreamt of being when you were a little kid. Become the person you want to be, feeling proud when you are freaking old in your rocking chair, absolutely retired. I want you to become you.
Mhm.
That's it.
That's such a, to anybody who's listening, it's a simple explanation, but it's so deep. It's
It
so
is.
deep, Isha. I would love for everybody to just, maybe write it down. If you want to become anything, just become you. I think say
Absolutely.
yes to you, to
Exactly.
to the person that you are, evolve because you have one life, just one life.
Exactly.
Live it the way you
You
want
know,
to.
exactly, Farida. In fact, yesterday itself, I think I even posted this thing. I really wish these three things somebody told me. If you want to find someone, find yourself first. If you want to
Oh,
know
wow.
something,
Yeah.
know yourself first. If you want to believe something, believe yourself first. Because if at all you're not able to do these three things with yourself, trust me, everything is worthless and just you wasting your time on this precious planet Earth.
You feel so lost when you don't know your own self. If you are not able to acknowledge and understand and give yourself, there's no way you can give to somebody else. I so agree with you, Isha, on this. And it's been such a wonderful, and I must say, I don't know how 45 minutes just went away, but the
My
kind
goodness,
of
it's been
passion,
45
the
minutes.
light, yes, the light,
Oh my
the
God.
energy, the way you shine when you're talking about this topic, it's amazing.
Farida, this is
And,
my
I
life.
told everybody in my tribe, guys, come, this is one session you cannot miss. And I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm going to
No,
pat myself on the back.
Frida, I have to say this to you. I love you. I just loved this live absolutely. Okay. I loved how you had me here. The questions you put up, they were just the right questions that world needs to know. And I just love it. Thank you so much for having me here and being such a wonderful host. I love you. Okay. I really love you. And
Thank you
seriously,
so
I
much for
mean,
being here.
yes, this is my life, okay, and I'm freaking passionate about it. So I really wish, to have to be the reason to make this world that emotionally, high vibing society. Absolutely. Now, this is what I dream of. This is what I wish. And I wish high emotional intelligence and high emotional wellness for everyone, so that when
I mean,
you're playing big. I mean. So when you're playing big. You're not playing for like
mm,
pennies.
yeah, live life queen size, boss. That's what I believe. Live life queen size.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank
Guys,
you so
thank
much.
you so much for joining us. For all of you amazing people who have been here, who are here,
Yes,
and will be watching later, thank you so much. We love you all. Evolve, because that
please.
you deserve you more, so evolve on
Absolutely.
that. And thank you so much,
Thank
Isha,
you.
for being here. I really appreciate it. You have been this pataka of, I've asked a question and it's like tuck 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 tuck. You the kind of passion you have. I wish you all the very best, and I hope that
Thank you.
anybody who comes in contact with you finds themselves too.
That's what I intend as well. Thank you so much.
Lovely,
And I wish you
amazing.
all the
Thank
very
you so
success, my
much.
love. I wish you all the happiness and love and success in life.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank you
much for
so much.
having me here.
It's an
Bye.
absolute pleasure. Bye, guys. Thank you so
Same here.
much.
Bye. Thank you, Bora. Shout
So good
out.
to see two powerful women together. Thank you so much. That's a beautiful compliment to have,
That's a
Bora. Shout
beautiful
outs.
compliment. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye. Thank you
guys.
so much.
And bye
Bye. Good
bye
night.
to
Good
you.
evening. Bye.